Thank you for joining us on Video Game Saturday Plus. This is Eric. Hello, everyone. As you can tell from the screen, this is going to be a movie review. And the movie I saw last night with some friends of mine was the new take on Joker. Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, Robert De Niro, and director Todd Phillips. This is, what can I say? This is a very disturbing movie. It is very dark, twisted in all its glory. And essentially, the way I feel, this is pretty much the perfect take of Joker. This is how Joker should be portrayed. And don't get me wrong, Heath Ledger's Joker was dark, was also dark, but it was dark in a different type of way. Jack Nicholson's Joker was more of the comic book side, like I feel like the 70s, 80s versions of what made Joker Joker. And Mark Hamill's Joker, I love Mark Hamill. Don't get me wrong, I love Mark Hamill's Joker. He had the laugh, he had the voice, he had everything that made Joker Joker. But of course, that was a cartoon, and you only could do so much in a cartoon because, of course, it's for kids. You can't really do too much killing, too much twistedness, too much darkness when it came to Joker in the cartoons. But let me say this, Joaquin Phoenix Joker, it's dark, it's twisted. This is a movie you do not take your kids. You have to go into it with an open mind. You have to see it with an open mind because it is a different type of movie. It shows a lot of ways where how the world is viewed. And a lot of people see it as political and everything like that, how the world can dive into chaos, into one little, pretty much essentially one bad day. This is definitely not a movie for the faint of hearts. It's really screwed up. It's really like the way you see the character of Arthur get portrayed in the movie. You really want to feel for the guy. You really do. Even up to the first time he takes his first life. But the way you see him, how he treats his mom, how he just is and everything like that, his condition, he does suffer from mental illness. This is definitely a takeaway from the fact that Joker did not get thrown to a vat of acid. He's not homicidal. His skin doesn't turn pigment white like it's done in like it happened in the comic book and everything like that. This, in a lot of ways, is, how can I say this? This movie will make you think. And again, I really do feel this movie will just get you thinking how the characters are portrayed, thinking how the character of Arthur goes from the starting to someone that is taking care of his mother to pretty much to the end of the movie where he essentially becomes Joker, the clown prince of crime. And I don't know, it also shows it portrays society nowadays in a sense of how everything can break in such easy ways. Everything can go from bad to worse in a heartbeat. And it just really gets you thinking about how everything is portrayed nowadays. Now, everyone knows me. Everyone knows I love the mythos of Batman, the mythos of Joker. And how, at the end of the day, would I rate Joaquin Phoenix Joker? Is he just as good as Mark Hamill? Is he just as good as Heath Ledger? What about Jack Nicholson? Where does he fall in line in the ways of the Joker? And it's kind of hard. I'm still at standstill, but everyone knows my favorite Joker of all time has been Mark Hamill. Yes, he's a cartoon. Yes, he really shouldn't count. But the voice alone, makes him be on top, makes him be the number one Joker in my book. The way from the cartoons, the way that he got portrayed in the Arkham game series and everything like that, it's good. But don't get me wrong, I would probably rate Joaquin Phoenix at number 2, very close, a very high number 2, close to being tied for number 1. This Joker essentially reminds me a lot of the Killing Joke storyline. Failed comedian, pretty much is trying to get back on his feet, trying to show that he's he can do things and everything like that, trying to feel like he has some worth. So essentially, I would like to see this as number one is Mark Hamill from my favorite Jokers. Number one is Mark Hamill. Number two would be Joaquin Phoenix, but like I said, he's the close number one. Number three would have to be Heath Ledger. And don't get me wrong, I love Jack Nicholson. He's made a good Joker, but he would probably be number four. I really don't have a number five because, Jared Leto's Joker, that was garbage. I'm just going to leave it at that. And pretty much, how do I rate this film? I would say I would give it a very 9.5 out of 10. It has twists, it has trends. It goes from dark to darkest to whatever darker word you want to think of. And essentially, it's just all together. The transformation from lonely character of Arthur to pretty much the ending of where he pretty much essentially transforms to Joker. And then even the ending itself, it gets you thinking like, how did this happen? How did we get here? Like, what's going on? What was shown? What was not? Now, in short, in closing, we will be doing more video reviews, movie reviews in the future. This is just the first one because this is the first one that the movie just got to me really good. Thank you and have a good night.